Leveraging analytics in manufacturing is no longer a nice to have, it's a must have. Manufacturers are embracing digital technology more than ever to capture and leverage valuable plant floor data. At Brock Solutions, we have numerous clients looking to analytics to drive real business results. A day doesn't go by without someone asking us something like, I want analytics, what's the best package out there? Or we just bought Tableau or Power BI, do we need anything else? We're constantly redeveloping custom reports because they don't tell us what we need to know. Do we need to hire data scientists to get real insights? Naturally, this topic can be confusing, so we wanted to share our perspectives on analytics by breaking it down into categories, considering the different audiences, looking at where it fits in the traditional manufacturing landscape, and sharing some examples of applications we often come across. Analytics can mean different things in different contexts, so we can break it down into 4 basic categories. We focus the bottom 3 on the manufacturing space. Production operations covers basic activities involved in making a product. Analytics in this area is leveraged for on-the-fly decision-making in the production process. Dashboards and reports can augment the production process by providing information that's near live or summarized at the end of a shift, a day, or a week. We differentiate this from production operations because you could make a product without these elements. They're essentially bonus features. Self-serve reporting takes the dashboards and reports elements and makes them more flexible. Having tools, along with people that know how to use them, to build your own visualizations from your data, drilling in, slicing and dicing information, enables you to dig into one problem today and something different tomorrow. Pre-built dashboards are more limited and they only show what they've been built to show. Enterprise business intelligence is your full organization-wide BI activities. This would typically be based on a data warehouse that consolidates data from all systems, planning, sales, manufacturing, logistics, after-sales service. It's likely also a flavor of self-serve reporting, but just with a broader perspective. One of the reasons we break things out into these elements is to consider who uses each item. It's important to think about when designing functionality for a system. You need to make sure it's implemented in an appropriate platform for each user. We usually call this the challenge of what goes where, although what goes where involves more than just thinking about the users. There's always exceptions to the rules, but if you're designing something for an operator on the shop floor, you're probably not going to want to implement it in a self-serve reporting platform. However, if it's something for a process engineer who needs to slice and dice and dig into data, self-serve reporting is one of the best platforms for them. These are just a few examples of applications and platforms we encounter in this space. We've laid them out here in relation to the 4 categories to highlight where some of their strengths and weaknesses are, where they best fit. The important thing to think about when you're selecting platforms is you're probably going to need a combination, and so understanding where you have overlaps and where you have gaps is important to ensure that you've got coverage where you need it. One recent example, we were working with a customer where in one area of their business they were using Spotfire for ad hoc reporting, and in another area they were using ThingWorx for plant floor dashboards. When we were helping with the overall enterprise strategy, we looked at how each one was being used and where it could be best leveraged so they get the most value out of each one. It's also interesting when you place the traditional types of applications like SCADA, MES, Historian, and ERP on the picture, because you can see how analytics platforms cover the spectrum in a different way. The analytics platforms really transcend the traditional layers. They don't replace the traditional applications, they complement them to provide greater insights into operations. So what does this all mean? Well, to summarize, adopting analytics isn't as simple as buying a platform, plugging it in, and waiting for the results. If you want to adopt analytics, you have to think about the type of analytics you need and how it fits into your current and future enterprise plans. If you already have an analytics platform, you need to understand what it can and can't do, so you use it effectively to gain the insights that you need. At Brock Solutions, with over 30 years experience designing, building, and implementing real-time solutions, we help our clients through these and other challenges that emerge with the growth of technologies such as IoT and analytics. If you'd like to learn more about our perspectives on analytics or how it may affect your business, please reach out and we'd be happy to share our learnings. If you found this video helpful, feel free to check out our other educational videos, such as how to get started with MES.